All right, everyone, today I'm gonna show you a full body workout, meaning if you go to the gym and you're like, yo, I can only go to the gym 3 days a week, it is okay to work your full body. It is very simple, very easy to get in. Also, making sure you do your cardio, but I'm gonna show you my favorite exercises if I were to do a full body workout, and that's all I had time to do to keep my entire body strong. And then at the end of this episode, something very special is gonna happen. So make sure you stick around, but for now, let's go work that body. All right, so one of the things that I love starting out with, no matter what the day is, no matter how I feel, if I only have time to do a full body workout, is push-ups. Because push-ups are actually my favorite exercise. I actually think I have a video here on YouTube where I'm doing a push-up challenge. I'll try to find it for you guys. But it uses your entire body, your core, your chest, obviously your shoulders, your triceps. You also have to engage your legs, your glutes, and everything to keep you balanced. So we're gonna start out with just some sets of push-ups. Actually, I'm only gonna do one set of each because I wanna go fast and I wanna show you exactly what you could do so you can write some notes down. And then once you try this workout in the gym, come back to the comments, report back, and tell me how you did. So I'm gonna start with some push-ups. Make sure you do 3 sets of 12. Slow, pause at the bottom, pause at the top. That's how you're gonna really warm up. And I'm warming up my chest first. So this is how I do it. Pause, squeeze, pause, that's 1. Pause, squeeze, pause, that's 2. And just make sure you pause and squeeze at the top. Another thing that is really important that you do is focus on your elbows going out instead of just your body coming down, because when your elbows go out, you really are able to emphasize the stretching of the chest, because in order to really get the result that you want from a push-up or really any chest exercise, to be quite honest, is just the stretch. So your elbows are gonna lead the way. I don't know how many this is, but I'm gonna do 2 more. Very simple. So the reason why I start with 3 sets, the first one gets you stretched and also starts to get your heart rate up. And you'll see as you go on throughout your push-ups, they actually will feel a little bit easier even when you are depleted, because you're stretching, you're squeezing, and your muscles and blood are warming up. All right, so now we're gonna move to my favorite back exercise. This is the exercise that targets my lats the absolute best, and I absolutely hate it, but for that, I gotta take off the shirt. All right, so the single arm lat pull down is my absolute favorite. Now, usually I like to have it where the lat pull down or the machine actually has 2 hooks, but today we're just gonna do 1. And then I'm really gonna show you how the twist happens, how far you have to pull down and squeeze. I really isolate. I really emphasize the pause, because the goal is to get the burn to happen as soon as possible. Get this one. So initially, if you have 2 hooks up there, you wanna keep both arms up, but I'm just gonna position myself here, reach up. First thing I do, right now my shoulder's in protraction, so it's way too close to my ear. So I wanna retract first and then pull down and squeeze. So when I pull down and squeeze, you automatically see that lat engage, palm facing out, retract, pull down, squeeze. So you really wanna get that retraction first. And even when your arm goes up, if you can keep that shoulder as far away from the ear as possible, but come down, pull, squeeze. Retract, squeeze the lat, come up. So you definitely wanna do a set of 12 of that. Obviously it's unilateral, so you wanna go to the other side. So I always like to tell people, if you can't find your lat, because when I started bodybuilding, I didn't really have lats. Justin used to make fun of me. But as you can see, just focus on that right at the underarm, pull down, I contract there, squeeze all the way down. Core stays nice and tight the entire time. Shoulder away from the ear. You can see my abs are engaged the whole time, because some people are like, well, I do ab workouts now, but people are like, how do you keep your abs so tight is I use it with every single exercise I do. Contrary to popular belief, everyone wants to lift super, super heavy when it comes to biceps and triceps. Like I said, I get my arm work, I should say, I get my arm results from my mother. So they are pretty genetic, but I don't have to lift biceps and triceps. I get them secondary from when I do chest and back, and my arms go really, really quick. But the reason why I want to talk about weight selection is because everyone wants to feel like they're lifting really heavy. So I'm gonna show you what is very, very wrong. And I see people do this all the time. So I'm just gonna grab 25. People do this. If you have to move any other part of your body, then basically the elbow joint, then you are doing it incorrectly. So I have a proud chest, slightly bend my knees, tuck my hips under, core is nice and tight, and you'll see I lift and do a full stretch at the bottom. Hitting a set of 12, full stretch at the bottom. Now, one of the things that you really can do, if you can get super close to my bicep, I'm gonna get super close. So I'm gonna contract, you see, I'm gonna contract just a little bit before I even hit the curl. So I'm gonna put that down so you can see. So my hand is here. I know my biceps are pretty big and pretty tight right now, but you'll see, like, I contract. You see I'm contracting the bicep? I do that before I even do the curl. So that way, the activation and isolation is there. 12 on the right, 12 on the left. Take about a 10-second break, and then you do it together. Proud chest, shoulders down, pulling up. Notice there's no rocking. If you feel yourself having to do this to get the dumbbell up, no. Feel the burn, contract, contract, contract. Feel the burn. That's the only, if you're doing a full body workout, it's the only bicep exercise you need to do. Now, if you want to switch it up and you have to do this 3 times a week, all you got to do is change it into a hammer curl, which is palms facing you the entire time. Do the same thing. Usually with hammer curls, you can go a little bit heavier in your weight selection, but the same thing, proud chest, retracting the shoulders. I just want you to try that. Even if you do exercises at home and you do a lot of bicep curls, try to take a weight that helps you build instead of using your entire body to build. So now I'm gonna hit triceps. A lot of you are gonna be like, that's pretty boring. If I had to do one tricep exercise, tricep push-ups, elevated flat, decline. This is the absolute best because you can really, really squeeze it. That's only if you had one day to do your triceps, if you're doing a full body workout. So you could just hit it like this. I use the back of the bench here. Elbows are completely rubbing against the ribs the entire time. Squeeze at the top. Now, here is the cue. Still retracting those shoulders. Push the elbows back first. Before I even just fall down, I push those elbows back first, stretching the tricep, and then squeezing my way back up. So that's gonna be the 1. You do that for 12 reps. Then you just walk it down. Same thing, you do it flat, which makes it a little bit tougher. Same thing. Down, squeeze. Do it how I told you how to do those push-ups, where you pause at the bottom, pause at the top. Set number 3, you're just gonna hit a decline where you elevate your feet up. Core is in control. Retract the shoulders. Pause at the bottom, squeeze at the top. Pause at the bottom, squeeze at the top. There you go. So one of the things that I love to do to push myself, you could do it a couple different ways. You could do 12, 12, 12. Do 2 rounds of 12, 12, 12, so that's 6 sets. Or you can go and pause in between each set, or you can go 6, 6, 6, take a break. 6, 6, 6, take a break, 6, 6, 6, take a break. Hope you're following along and taking notes. Let's move on to legs. I think you guys know what my favorite leg exercise is. All right, so my favorite leg exercise. We've chatted about this before. This is more for my quads, the leg extension. But if I only had time to do only this for my quads, if I could only do one quad exercise, again, I'm gonna only hit the pause at the top. Pause at the top, slow release. Pause at the top, slow release. Now, you know, some people agree with this and some don't. I have really underdeveloped VMOs. Most people hate me when I say that. I wish they were bigger. So I just turn my feet out slightly, right? Turn my feet out slightly just to try and target that inner quad there. If I wanted to target more of like the outer quad, I just turn my feet in, my toes in, just like that. 12, 12, 12. And you got it. Let's move on to shoulders. All right, you guys have seen me do this. I love the shoulder press on a machine more than I like the dumbbells because I really like having as much control as possible. I personally feel like when you go super heavy, I'm not gonna go heavy right now, but it's really, really, really important for you to try and use a machine. If you're new to exercise, actually the other day, I did my first barbell press, overhead press at 225 pounds. It was nuts. I was like really nervous to do it, but I did it. I want to be able to stretch my shoulders as much as possible because if I'm too low and I'm starting my press here, then I'm not getting a full range of motion. But I want to start my press here, up, full range of motion down, stretching the shoulder. There you go. Kind of do a little pause, but slow on the release down. Time under tension. And release down. Another little tip for everything that you do, and most of you, a lot of you have done my Transform 20 workout. You guys know I have like tons of different kind of workouts. My Transform 20 workout is actually done on a step, but you're moving so fast, whether you're doing cardio or lifting, make sure you breathe. Do not hold your breath. Make sure you breathe, make sure you breathe, make sure you breathe. Replenish the oxygen, which helps your blood. Also helps you get that extra push, which a lot of you know, but it's just a reminder. While I love lying hamstring curls, one of my favorite things to do is standing hamstring curls because you can really, really isolate, pushing those hips up. The pad here, which keeps isolating. And when I do it, I squeeze my butt as if I was about to get a spanking. You know, gotta squeeze that booty nice and hard. See that? Just really, woo. Feel that hamstring go. You want your hamstring to look kind of like, your hamstring is the bicep of your leg. So squeeze that glute, slow release down. Fire up, slow release down. You see my butt kind of push out? I want to try and squeeze it in just like that. All right, moving on. I'm going to show you my final exercise. Actually, I'm lying. I have two more exercises. I'm going to show you one for the glutes, and then I'll show you one for the abs. Okay, so let's do some glutes. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care if you think I'm doing it wrong or not. I move my body in a position that I target the glutes. Like I do deadlifts. Obviously I can do Bulgarian split squats targeting the glutes. But this right here, woo, when I can squeeze it super close. So there are different ways you can do this. So some people stay upright and they just squeeze here. What I like to do is put my heels further out, because right there, and now tuck my hips under, I squeeze my glutes. I have long, big feet. But here, so I target right here, squeezing the glutes, just like that. Right now I have 88 pounds on there. Obviously I can go super heavy. But this is one of those things where when you do your first set, you do a set of 20, create the burn. Here's another way you can do it. There are a lot of people who lean forward and squeeze back. So depending on how flexible you are, you can push it back a little further. So this is my other way. So you got 3 ways. You got your feet up here, you're sitting back. Feet here, squeezing. My butt is already burning, especially beneath. Squeeze here, you can pulse it. Once you finish your like 18 reps, if you pulse it here, that's a really good way. I feel it right now. And then my last favorite way to do it is to come up nice and high, squeezing that glute. And then we're gonna finish with abs. So let's go. I'm gonna have the camera right over top of me so you can see how my abs are engaging. All right, time for abs. Robert's gonna get right over top of me. So my favorite ab exercises are on my back. Of course I can do a bunch of different things, right? Hanging abs, Roman chair, but anything that has to do with my legs coming up. So I do exercise like this. I do 6 inches. I mean, I remember at 6 years old being on the football team and we had to start out practice or finish practice doing 6 inches, 6-inch holds here, like I do it in Insanity Max 30, switch kick punches. And then one of my other favorite ones that I have a short about is that single leg, right and left. Now these are abs at 230 something pounds, but hopefully when I am super shred nation and 5% or less body fat, you'll see them a little bit better. I know, don't punch me in my face. You're probably like, Shaun, you're fine. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I mean, if you like it, I'll give you another full body workout that you can do. But just remember to keep it very, very simple. All you gotta do is 3 or 4 sets of 12. Like that is the foundation. Make sure you set your alarm. I set my alarm on my phone, or excuse me, I set my stopwatch on my phone. I don't go longer than 1 minute and 15 seconds between rests, depending on how heavy it is. Make sure you recover, but get to it, get in, and get out. All right, we are doing something extremely special today. We have a new product coming out. I want to introduce you to my cast members. No, I'm kidding. You already know Justin and you already know Scott. So we have been developing a very unique supplement that is not everywhere. I don't even know if it's anywhere the way we have designed this. Got to give Justin props. You know what I mean? The scientist behind changing my body and also helping develop this. And we're really excited. And the reason why we developed this is because, I'm not going to give you too much information, but we developed this because of something that I needed in my life. And you know, he's really good at taking things that you like to do, you don't like to do, and creating a way for you to become great by it. So this supplement is actually one of my favorite things, and it's a supplement that you take during a part of the day that I personally feel like you should take it to feel your best and make your body the best that it could be. And I know that's very vague, but it's also really fun. So anyway, we've been working really hard to get this underway. So we have, I don't have my glasses on, but I know this is red A and red B and purple A and purple B. What do you guys want to do, red or purple first?
Red.
I was going to go with purple because it's your favorite color, but let's go with red.
Tell them why there's no color in it.
You tell them.
No artificial dyes, nothing. So
Clean.
clean.
Clean. Clean. Like I'm gonna clean your clock. You say something ratchet. All right, here we go. All right, are we ready?
Cheers.
How should we do this? Cheers. How should we do this? Should we say, all right, on a scale of 1 to 10, that's what we'll go for. Take a sip. We breathe into it. Let the aftertaste come through. Kind of like, you know what I mean? Smell it. And then we'll see. All right, ready?
All right.
3, 2, 1.
I am in.
That one has like a little bit of a sour sour taste to it.
Here, let me do something. I feel like I need more water.
Yeah.
I'm not giving you my thoughts yet.
I'm in.
This is just red A. You
I
got
know.
another one.
But because the glutamine, you're gonna probably have a little bit of that chalky into it.
Okay, I got red A down. This is like, what we are creating is like how many supplements in one? Like it's
I mean, technically it could be 3 or 4. Yeah.
3 or 4 supplements in one at the time you should take this that is most beneficial to your body.
Flavor is very important for these, so we want to get it right.
Yes.
Cheers, y'all.
Oh, cheers again. You didn't look me in my eye. Come on. This has to be connected. You know what I'm saying?
That's good too, but I do like Ed better.
I feel that one has a little more sour taste to it than the first one.
Yeah.
All right. The verdict is in for me.
Me too.
Number 1
Red.
is red A.
Red
is
A.
really good. I didn't want to say it was really good or not really good. They're both good, but I think red A is good. I personally feel like it can have a little bit more of that red flavor. Supplement that makes your muscles strong. Go. Come on, come on. I'll pay you $10. See what I gotta do?
Give us a flex.
Oh,
Yeah.
first of all,
Hey.
anything he tastes for the first time is like, I don't like it. All right, buddy.
Yeah.
Double thumbs up. Let's go. Thank you. I'm so excited.
Purple's Scott's favorite color, y'all.
Let's go.
Cheers again.
Yep.
Cheers again.
Here's the purple.
It's a purple.
Here's the purple.
Purple A.
Ooh, it smells good.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Oof.
That's gonna be
You know what this tastes like? Remember Bubblicious bubblegum? That great, woo!
Great Bubblicious.
This will change your life. You know, I make him taste my burgers. Now he's gonna taste our secret supplement.
Oh,
It's pretty good.
that is. It doesn't taste like a supplement.
This is a good one.
Supplement. That tastes amazing.
Yeah, this one. All right, here we are. We're moving on to Purple B. Hey, so here we go. No cheers?
No, I was smelling it.
Oh. Ooh.
That's more gum.
Yeah, that tastes like gum, but it tastes so good. Purple A is really good, and I wouldn't get tired of it.
Yeah.
This I might be like,
Yeah. I agree with a B on both of them. I would be like,
yeah.
I wouldn't be able to do it every day.
Well, I mean, that just means that you guys can just get a monthly subscription and you'll be fine. You don't even have to worry about it.
Both of them.
And you have both of them.
Well,
With that said, make sure you see the link below and click it to join our email list so you don't miss out when this is released. And you'll find out soon enough which one we chose and also what it is and what it's called and the science behind it. It's gonna be amazing. So just be prepared. And just a little hint, you know, this is something great to take after that workout I gave you today.